In this video, I'm doing an example of a backgammon lesson. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is now available. I'll put a link in the description to where you can buy it. And if you're interested in getting lessons, please contact me via email. My email is in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen and welcome our student for this lesson, Michael. Hello, Michael.
Hey, how you doing, Alex?
Good. Thank you for joining me. I know you're from San Diego.
Correct.
And
Thank you. Thank you.
You've been playing backgammon for a few years now?
I've been playing, I would say I've been playing backgammon seriously for a little over 2 years.
Okay, great. So what we're going to do is we'll start. You play a 5-point match against XG and basically go through your thought process. And if you have any questions, that's fine. And we'll analyze it and we'll go through each of the moves afterwards, whether it was something you got wrong or something you had a question about, and then talk about that. All right?
Okay.
All right, so you're playing the red checkers at the bottom, so you want to make the 5-point, right?
Make the 5 points, correct.
Okay. All right, and then I'll let you say roll, so we know that
Let's
you're not.
roll. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not going to double. Yeah.
3-1 again.
So I think with this, since he split, and I have, let's see, 6, I have 8 checkers in the zone. I think that I want to come down, so 13-10. And I could either go 6-5 or I could split the back checkers. I think my bigger issue is to split the back checkers. So I'm gonna go 24-23.
I have a friend, when you roll the same number, he says you must not have played it the right way the first time.
Okay. All right.
All right, so 5-2.
All
Now
right.
roll.
Roll.
Okay.
4-1. Let's make the 9 point, please.
All right.
I feel like this is like a game show. What is it? So,
Uh-huh.
all right. Okay. So we are in the air. He's got a blot down. So this doesn't give the pip count. You hide the pip count, huh?
It
There it
should be
is.
on the
It
lower
has it.
right and upper
Yeah.
right. You see it?
Yeah.
You're
So I'm
behind
behind.
11 pips.
So I don't have the race. I do have the better position and I do have a threat, but I don't think I have enough yet to double. So let's go ahead and roll, please.
Okay. So 6-1, the one is forced.
Yeah. So I think I'm not going to break a point to hit loose. I don't think that I want to go into a double shot with doing 13-7, and he has no board yet. So I'm going to go 24-18.
Yeah.
And he's in a blitz position, I believe.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and roll, please.
Okay. 5-3.
So let's make the 3 point.
Yeah. Now
Let's take a look at this. So now the race is even. I'm 1 point better, and I am threatening. Maybe I'm threatening to make the bar point. What is I have like 20 something numbers. But if I don't put, what I'm concerned about is if I don't perform, am I going to get screwed? Let's see. If he rolls double ones, I want to take a roll, please.
okay. 3-1.
How many checkers do I have in the zone? I have 5, 6, 7. I have 10 checkers in the zone. I really don't want him to get an anchor. So, and I don't really want to hit him loose deep with the 6-2. But what else do I have? I'm not going to just give him the initiative. And 2 checkers on the bar is better. And I do have a cover with the 8-point. I think I'm going to go for the blitz. 6-2, please.
Okay.
And now I think we are 1 point better. And let's go ahead and turn the cube.
Okay. Double pass. Okay. So now you're ahead 1-0, 4 away, 5 away. Blue opened with 5-3, and now you have 6-2.
24-18. I don't want to go up and down. 24-18, 13-11.
Yeah. And what I forgot to mention is don't worry about like if you get bad dice or if your performance is bad. That's not the point. The point is to learn. So never worry
Sure.
about that stuff. Okay, so
No worries.
1, and now 6-2. So the 2 is forced.
Let's hit him back.
So which
23-17.
okay.
Okay, let's roll.
Yeah.
And let's take a look here just for a second to make sure I'm not missing something. Let's go 17-16. And then let's make a point. Let's make the 11 point.
Okay.
Okay, so he's got 4 checkers back. I'm ahead in the race by 20 pips. I have a lead. I have perfect cube efficiency 4 away. But he does have a better board, and he does have the bar point made. I don't think I have enough yet to do anything, so let's go ahead and roll. I'm giving you my limited thinking here.
Yep. 3-1.
What I have. Let's make the 5 point. And I have a threat. Let's just see here. He does have an anchor. I have 1s and 3s. So and in the race, I have a better board and I have a threat. And being recorded.
It's okay.
Yeah, no worries. Let's go ahead and roll, please.
Okay. 3-1.
Let's hit him off of the, let's go 11-10. And a good time to get out of dodge, I think. And let's step up with the 24 point.
Okay.
He's got 3 checkers back now, and I come in. So if I double him, can he double me back? He can't double me back. I would say that my board is a little bit better than his board. I have a 6-5, and I still have the 8 point made, although it's stripped. And he's got 3 loose blots, but I have a bunch of loose blots too, and I'm on the bar. So the question is, should I double from the bar? It's a little big of me, especially since I don't have an anchor. I'm going to go ahead for the purposes of this lesson, so people can learn from me. Let's go ahead and double.
So, okay. All right. Take, and now it's a 2-1.
We're going to come in on the 2. And let's make the 10 point.
Okay. 6-1. Now you've already doubled, so I'll go ahead and roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. And let's do 23-17. Let's see. In order for him to hit me, he has to give up his midpoint, so he loses outfield control. He needs 5s to hit me. What else does he need? He has no board. And I'd like to go 6-5, but I want to minimize the shots. And I'd like to get where I can get within reach of the 10 points. So let's go 17 to 16.
Okay.
Let's roll again, obviously. I'm coming into the execution here. Let's first of all, let's clean up the blot that's in the outfield. So let's 16, 13, okay. The question is, what do we do with the 4? I can come down to the 9 point. That's one option. That's right where he'd like to hit me. But then again, if I make that point and he does not perform, I'm sitting pretty good. I could also do the kind of chicken play, which I go 6 to 2. I think I'm going to make the play that makes him pray, not the play that makes me pray. So let's go 13. Let's go 16 to 9.
Okay. All right.
Oops.
So the 1 is forced.
1 is forced. And let's step up 24, 21.
Yeah.
And let's see what we got here. Oh. Let's just run 21. Yeah. 14. Yeah. Okay. So 14 to what is that? 6.
Like that.
Let me just see if there's another option. That's kind of stacky, but I don't know that there's anything else. I got 14. I'm ahead in the pit count is almost identical, and he's got a 4-point board. I think with this kind of holding game business, I think the key is not to get hit in this situation. So 14 to 6, as much as I don't like it. Look at this. It just keeps going. 13 to 6.
13 would be to 5.
I mean, excuse me, 13 to 5. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Better. 2 to 1. 13 to 10. Double 4. Let's unstack the 6 point. So 2 of them off the 6. And let's come down 13 to 9. With both, yes. I want to start clearing these checkers in the back. I need to see what I need to do here. I don't want to have any gaps. I can do 9. I could do 9 to 8, 9 to 5. That's one option. The other option is that I could go 10 to 5. Let's do the 10 to 5.
Yeah.
Let's go 9 to 8, 9 to 3. Starting to get ready for the bear off if I'm lucky enough to get there. Let's clear the 10-point, please.
Okay.
And let's start coming home. So 8 to 6, 5 to 4. He's sitting by waiting for me, and he's got plenty of time. Not, I wouldn't say plenty of time, but he can play a 6, and I don't want to. I'm going to keep the spare on the 8 for right now. So I think I'm going to go 6 to 1, 5 to 4.
Six is
Okay.
forced.
And let's go 6 to 1. Let's run like the wind.
5.
And I think 8 to 7. Clear from the rear. A lot of thinking with that one. Yes,
I'll just do the obvious ones for you.
sure. Three, one,
Okay, so now 3-0, 2 away, 5 away, and you're 6-1.
So I'm going to be very, very careful here since I'm 2 away. He's desperate to double, and I want to maintain my lead, and I don't want to give him. I don't want to let him catch up too easily. Give me a cube and then gammon me with the cube. So
Okay.
those
Now,
are my thinking for the tape. So I am going to step up because I'd like to get. Just going to play, and I'd like to make. It's tempting to make the 5-point here with the 7, but I'm trading points. And so I think that I unstack the big stack here. So I'm going to go 6 to 4, the 2. All right. So here we are again. I have an anchor. He has no anchor. And I'm a little bit ahead in the pip count. The board strength, he's got a better board, but I do have, if you want to count, I do have the 8 and 7 points. And he's split. So I think I take a roll. Not here. I'm not that desperate. And I can't get out. So I think, geez. I think we're going to go 13 to 3 with 2. Here we are again. I have a 3-point board, so I have the position, although he has an anchor, and I have a threat, and I do have the exit blocked with the 7-8. But I don't like the fact that my midpoint is stripped, and I don't like the fact that he has the advanced anchor. It's too easy for him to really respond and knock me out. So I think I take a roll. Gosh, I think I'm going to block I'm going to block his 6s. So I'm going to go 13 to 11 with 2. And I think I'm just going to go 6 to 2 with the last one. With the last 2 twos. Okay. $20-point pip lead is fairly significant here. One option that I have, just doing my thinking out loud for what it's worth, is I could make the 1 point, but that seems to be kind of crazy. I'm just crashing my board for that. And I'm killing my distribution for a bear off. Should I be able to extricate the 22-point? I don't have to like it to do it, as has been said. So I think that I move both of them from the 7-point. 7-6, 7-4.
Okay.
And he's given me
Oh, I
an
rolled.
invitation. Oh, yeah. All right, no worries.
I can go
All
back
right.
if you want to double.
No, 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 it's all right. I'm not, if I could get out, now I can get out, but I do have the blot in my board. So what would happen if I hit the blot, then he hits me back and I'm behind the rack, as Roberti says in his book. I'm not going to give up the anchor yet, although I'm getting close to where I'm going to have to. I am ahead in the race. I do like keeping the 11 point, so that's somewhere for the 22 point to go. It is blocking his sixes, so if he makes a double six, he's got a problem. I do like the 8 point where it is. I think I have a better play. I think I go 6-1, 4-1.
Yeah.
That's my play.
All right, now blue is doubling you.
Yeah, of course he is. He's been waiting for this. The question is, is the question I'm asking myself in this position, not that I have the brain to figure this out, is are my chances of winning the game greater than my chances of getting gammon in this position? So, and I'm also looking at his market losers. And I am on the 3 point. And there's all these gaps. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Like the ZZ kind of talk. He always talks about what's going to happen next, the future. Doubling on the, what do they say? Doubling on
On the come.
doubling on the future, taking on the present. Yeah, doubling on the come. Yes. I think I give him a point here. Because some bad sequences could happen. I'm stripped. Yeah, so
Okay, so now it's 3-1.
yep,
Roll.
roll. Yep. So let's go 13-11 and split the back checkers.
Okay. Now double.
He doubles me right from the outset because he's hungry to double. I'm not sure in this thing because he's trying to get an undoubled, he's trying to get a gammon out of this, and he's sensing an advantage, but I say I go ahead and take it. He doesn't have anything yet.
Now you cannot double, so I'll just continue to roll.
Yes, and so let's hit him 23-20. And I'm not going to step up 24-23. What I found in my experience is that when I step up to the 23 point, if I'm trying to escape and I want to link the 24 to the 20, I have a better chance of linking up from the 24 point. Plus, I'm not under the gun of his 8 point. So I think I'm just going to go 11-10. And I kind of like this position. There's a couple of things I could do here. I could hit him off my 7. I can make his bar point. I make his bar point. I create a permanent asset, although it's not in the board. I'm challenging him to perform right now. He's got to hit me off the 10 point. If he misses, he can't prime me in. What's my alternative? My alternative is to hit him 13-7. But then what am I going to do with the 2? Just step up 11-8. I mean, excuse me, 10-8. Yeah, this seems horrible. I think I'm going to make the bar point. I'm going to make the play that makes him pray. Let him try to get a 3. Okay. All right. So we have double 5. Look at this. Do we have enough for a blitz? So we go. We can create. How many do we have in the zone? We have 9 checkers in the zone. We could. One option is to go 18 to 13, clearing that point, and then 13 to 8. That's kind of goofy. Stacky. That's not real backgammon for me. The other option is to go right into the blitz and give up the 8 point. I'll have 3 points to his 2 points. So 8 to 3 and 6 to 1 with both, but I leave 2 blots on my board. He enters, so he has a little bit of diversity. His 3s work and his 1s work, and he doesn't need those to come in. He needs a 2, 4, or 5. Golly, this is tough, Alex. Can we go back one more time? I'm sorry to take so much time. What else can I do that I'm not seeing? I could. Yeah, I could go to 18, 13. Oh. I think I'm going to go 10 to 5. Well, I think two of them are going to have to be 6 to 1. And then let's take the 1 off the 5 back. I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. And let's go for the blitz. 8 to 3 with 2.
Okay.
And he dances. My luck. Let's make the 5 point. And I think this is a little bit of a forced deal. All right. You can come in the 3 or the 5. I'm in an awkward position here. This is backgammon at its finest. 5, and then what's the 3? Or I can come in 3, and what's the 5? Oh, I think I come in off the 20 point. I come in on the 20 point, and I come down 13 to 10.
Yeah.
There we go. And let's step out with the 20 to 14. Okay. Well, there's not a lot I can do here. I'm in range of his. If he hits me, if he gives up his anchor on my 4, if he hits me, he has to give up his anchor. Either way, he's going to have to give up an asset. I kind of like that. And I think I'm going to go 10 to 8. And then 24 to 22.
There's only one left because you came in with 1.
Yeah, okay, 24, 23. I'm sorry.
Like
Yep.
that?
Yes.
Okay.
And let's go now 13 to 8. Can I make a point? Let's. And then let's go 13 to 8 with the last 2.
Yep.
Good. Let's do 20 to 14. So I'm not in range of his bar point, his anchor on my bar point, and let's just step up 23 to 22. And I don't want him to get an anchor. Somebody said no anchors, you wanker. Somebody said that. So I think I'm going to hit him loose off the 4 point. And I'm going to come down 14. What is that? 14.9. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
5. And where's the 6? I could clean up on the outside there. But I really want that. I really want that checker. I'm aiming at his 4 point. How about let's go 22 to 16?
Okay.
He needs a 4 to come in, and he also needs a 4 to hit me.
Yep.
4, 2. Come in with the 2, and we move 4. I think we just clean up the outside. 9 to 5. Yep. Move that. 2. I want to play in front. I'm not going to start burying checkers behind his anchor. I do need to get the 23 point out. I can't get my 16 point to safety. I really don't want to give up the asset. I think I really need that asset. I don't want to just abandon the checker on the 23 point. And if one option that I have for the viewers is I can go 18 to 16, 18 to 14. So I'm giving him a 2. Let's look at the other option. The other option is that I can just come down, what is it? With the 16 point, not give up the anchor. Yes. So in order for him to hit me, he's got to give up one of his anchors, and I still maintain my anchor. I'm going to do that play.
Yeah.
And I'm in trouble. There's only one play. It's to go off the 5, to bury a checker. Not bury, but yeah. Okay. He's got a bad board.
Another 3.
Now another 3. And I'd love to be able to get rid of that. At 10, I don't want to. I could trade with this. What point is more important, the 5 point or the 8 point? Sometimes you have to give it up. So I'm going to go 8 to 5 with the last one. Hoping to. Okay, let's do it again. All right, so let's cover the 2. Six, 5. 6, 5. I like his board. Now it's just, oh crap. I got to figure out how to get my checkers home. I could go on to. I could play out to the 13. One option is I can go 19 to 13, 18 to 13, giving him a double shot, and actually a triple shot. So he needs 2s, 1s, 3s, and 6s. It seems like I'm giving him the world. That's not an option. So I'm not going to do that. Another option is just to run with a solitary checker, 19 to 13, making him, if he hits me, he's going to have to give up the anchor that he has. And then I can just play, and another thing I could do with, and then let's just play 10 to 5. That's my move. Okay, so 18 to 13. And then step up 18 to 15. Oh, interesting little position here. Question is, do I want to, I hate cracking my board. So one option is to go 15 to 13 and then go something like 3 to 2, but I'm breaking my board. And am I going to leave a shot the next time? Let's see. How would I play 6, 3? That would not be the best number. But then again, this is reminding me of pay now type of a situation. I really need to get off the midpoint somehow. So let's go back. Let me take a look at it again, please. Another option is just to go 5 to 2, or 5 to 2, 5 to 3, and then step up with the 15. So I'm giving him 8s. Let's see. Let me take a look at that. So he would need, I think that's the option we're going to go with.
Okay.
6 to 5. So I'm getting stuck out here in the wilderness. So we can one option is to go 14. What is that, the 3? Then again, I'm abandoning those checkers in the back. Let's take a look at the other option. The other option is to challenge them right now and say, you need to get a 6 right away instead of abandoning both of those checkers. And I could go 14, yes, there you go. I could say either get the 6, or then again, if he gets a 6, he's got pretty good diversity. There's 6, then he covers with 3s, 5s, giving him a lot, but he does have to get the 6 to be able to do that. And I don't know how much gammon danger I'm in now. Let's do this play.
Yeah.
Let's come down 13 to 8. I'm getting lucky so far.
Yep.
Let's go 8 to 3, 8 to 2. Yep.
Okay,
Let's
so now it's race.
Let's race. And now I think with this, I think the most efficient use of the 1 is to go 5-4.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's play the 5 first and then the 6. Oh, man. Yeah, he's got the dice rigged against me.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to, well, maybe. Let's see. Oh, seriously.
Okay. So now it's 3-3.
Now it's 3-3. Okay. And now the question is, and I've never really totally figured this stuff out, which is people that are expert players, like they turn the cube right at the beginning in something like this. I know that my friend Frank Frigo says he always likes to give him another decision. And so I don't see that it's advent. Well, I do have a shot here. So should I just turn the cube when I'm 2 away playing against XG? That's the question. And I don't think so. Let's just take a roll.
Yeah.
And let's step up 24 to 21. And I like to control the board features of this better, I think. I'm shutting, he's in a priming position. And I think that I want to kind of control the board. So let's go 13 to 10 with the other two. I know I could have made, and with this one, I got the nice anchor. I'll take it. Man, nothing's going to be easy here. Golly, 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 golly. Let's unstack the 6 with 2 of them, 6 to 2. I don't like the stacky plays personally. As much as I hate to give up the 8 point, I'm going to give up the 8 point. Let's go 8 to 4 with the other two. I don't give him a direct shot. I have a Swiss cheese board, and of course he gets a 7. But I have a 5. So let's hit him off the 5. And I could step up there, but I don't think so. I think I need more ammunition in the zone. So let's go 13 to 10 with the last one. Okay, double 5. Do I see light? I can come all the way around. Wow. First thing we're going to do is we're certainly going to go 13 to 8, 2 of them. And I think we make the 5 point now. Yeah, make our board 6 to 3. Right now, I'm thinking of the safe versus bold criteria. I have a much better board. He has absolutely nothing right now. So I'm thinking about 10 to 1. Just closing him out and making the 1 point. I do have a cover for that with the 6. Let's let that be my play. Okay. That's not fair. Okay. And of course, well, this is a forced move pretty much. I could switch. One option for the viewers is I could go 5 to 1 with 2. The classic switching play. I just hate playing behind his anchor, so I'm going to disregard that play. And I'm going to go 8 to 4 with 2. And then the last one off the 6. Oh, we don't
Well,
have
there are
that one.
2
There
on
we
the
go.
bar, so he came in with 2.
Yeah. 2, and I have 2. Yeah, I understand. So the last 2 are moving from the 8.
Okay.
And we're running. And we're going to, let's see here. I don't want him to have a back game, is what I'm seeing if I hit him. And I'm looking, but I do have the 4 point anchor. And I would still, the thing that I had last time, I would still love to knock him off the 1 point while I could, but I could do that next time. So it's too early. He doesn't have timing for a back game. So let's just go 15 to 12. Of course, he made the anchor. I can just scoot along here. But if I come up, he's going to have to give up his anchor. Or I could just one option is I could go 6 to 2, 12 to 11. That's option number 1. Option number 2, you got to go back, reset, please. Option number 2 is I could just step up right into the line of fire, 12 to 7. If he's going to hit me, he's going to have to give up his anchor, and he needs force to hit me. And I have all this response, and he's got a blot in his board. That's my play.
Yep.
Okay, let's come in on the 2. And I only have, yeah, that's it.
It's forced if you play that. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. All right, let's start getting the heck out of Dodge. Let's go 21 to 18, and let's hit them off the three, my three. Okay, and let's see, 5, 4. I would love to get that 23 point out of there. One option I have is just to play both, is to play 18. What is that? To 9. That's option number one. I have a cover for the 3 point. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have to play. I need to cover.
Okay.
Okay. Let's cover the 3. And the best time to get out, to get off the, to leave the anchor is when he's on the bar. So let's go 24, 21. Let's hit him on the 10, please. Let me just see if I missed something here. I still need to get out. So let's go 23 to 15. 21 to 15. And let's keep them all even in the back in case I get a double 6. 15 to 13. Or double 5. 4 to 2. I mean, I'm not, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to clear points as fast as I can. If he gets a double 1, I'm like, I think I'm just going to clear from the rear. 15 to 13. 13 to 9. Clear from the rear again. 13 to 9. Excuse me, 13 to 8. And 8 to 7. Okay. Let's go 10 to 4, 7 to 6.
7 would go to, it's a 6.
Oh, excuse me, 7. Yeah. Okay.
Like that?
Can we go back again, please? All right, thank you. Sorry, I thought I was looking at 1 for a second. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm not going to give him the gift of a 1-6. So let's do the 7 to 4 for sure. Now the question is, what do I want to do with the last one? What's the best way to clear this? I don't want to stack. Then again, so I'm just going to play the 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Take them both from the 9. 4, 3. I'm concerned about a repeater. Although this is a good position, I don't want to give him anything for free. So I'm not going to play both. One option is to play both of them off the 6 point. But the problem is that leaves 6-5. I don't know that I want to do that. So let's go back. I think I take the 4 off. And the 3 off. I haven't read Michi's book yet on the end game. But I have looked at a lot of the material. What I'm concerned about is if I move 3 and take the 2, I'm stripped everywhere, and I have a problem. It's kind of a unstable position. I'm gonna move both of them from the 6 point. Yes. or 3. 4 and 3. Let's take the 3 off. That's 5. Let's see. What the one thing? Yeah, let's have an even number in the backs. 5 to 3. 6 5. 5 4. Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
I got lucky.
All right.
Oh, phew.
So that was the match. Good. So what we'll do is we'll go through the whole thing. Let's see how much we can go through. I wanted to try to keep it within an hour, but let's see.
I'm so sorry. It's me.
No, it's fine. Well, I'll do the rest of it with you maybe after the video separately. I'll do all of it, but just for the video. So this one, 3-1. So this is what I recommend people do. Go through and then for each move, go through and look at it, whether it was something you got wrong or you were thinking of. And then you highlight the plays and do the plus plus analysis. And what the one thing I would recommend for you at this point is there are ones that are green and there are ones that are red. So the red ones are the bigger errors and the green ones are the smaller errors. I would focus on the red ones for now, but we'll look at this while we're here. So here the best play was the 13-10-6-5, which looks like this. The alternative play was this one, which was essentially tied. And this one you don't get so much out of this as you would from this. You're not in so much danger right now. So not really necessary to split. But if you do split, it's better to make the major split, the bigger split. You get more out of it here because you have more coverage of the outfield. And if not, you can make a better anchor. So that's what you want to think about. But that's not a big thing. Let's continue. This was right to make the 4 point. And then looks like it was a double. It was a small double here, but that's okay. And this one was also a small double, but no big deal. Now here, this was a strong double. And it was actually a pass. So this one was a pass because you have all this here. He's got a blot here and a checker in the air. It's almost too good to double. But let's look at the checker play, the 6-2. Okay. This was the initial position. Looks like the best play was 18-15 and 9-8. And what that does is it covers the 6 here. So
Right.
now if he rolls like a 6-2, it's really bad. And 9-8, 9-6 would have done the same thing. You want to just cover this too. In any event, you got to this position and it was a double pass. So let's go to
Yeah,
the next.
I waited too long to double.
Yeah, and that's okay. You look at it. Okay, so let's see. We're here, and this was right, and then the 6-2. Okay, let's go to the initial here. Okay, so here, these are close. No big deal worrying about it. Basically, the benefit of hitting like this is your checkers communicate with each other, whereas with this one, they're 7 apart, so they don't. But
Right.
that's not a big thing. I would continue to this one. Let's see. This was good. You hit and continued. And again, with the 3-1, correct to make that point. Now with this one, so here's the idea for this one. You want to hit here, but the first thing I would do is hit with this one, because then you get to unstack this one and you don't have to break this point to hit. So you want to hit with this one. And then once you do that, moving up is okay, because now you can come out with sixes, but better yet is to make that 10 points so it blocks the sixes. That was the idea.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right, right.
yeah. Okay. And then here, yeah, you had a good double from the bar. It was a small double, but that's a nice double. And then with
So
the
I was correct with that one.
you were correct.
All
That's
right.
good. And then with the 2-1, it was right to cover. So that's good. And then with the 6-1. Okay, so here, if you look at this play, so the one that you did basically comes out and goes to the 16 point. Uh, Whereas the top play comes out, but also unstacks the 6 point. So the benefit of this is now you have these two checkers on different points. So you have more spares that work as builders to here. You do give them a 5. So how many numbers will hit? The 5s, 4, 1, and 3, 2. So that's 15 numbers.
15.
As compared to um, here, 4s, 3 1s, and double 2, which is 14 numbers. However, is there double 6 that hits? Does double 3 hits? No. Um, so one extra number, but it is worth it because you get this. And he would have to break the midpoint. So when you look at these plays, what you want to see is, is there something productive you can do with half of the roll if you play only half of it with one checker? Anytime you're looking at this, like let's say you're in this position, okay, and I'm going to copy this and paste it into here. Okay, so now let's look at the cube decision. So this one is before your roll, right? So when you're looking at this position, you've already doubled, so you don't need to worry about that. When you look at the entire board, of course, you're ahead by 15 in the race. So you really want to get moving and you have one checker back. You really want to get it home, right? So examine the entire board, think about what you want to do, look at your assets and look at your liabilities, and the same for your opponents. So your assets are, you do have this nice lead in the race. You do have multiple points here, and you may be able to make some more points here. You have these two checkers here that can be ammunition to either attack or make other points. The biggest liability is this back checker, right? At the same time, blue's assets are basically the anchor here, as well as the goalkeeper that's protecting the rest of your side of the board. But blue has some major liabilities in terms of these 2 points here, as well as an extra checker here that you don't want. Additionally, when the midpoint is stripped, if you have many checkers back, that becomes a problem, because if you're not able to move one of these checkers, you may have to break the midpoint, and that basically breaks the communication between the back checkers and the rest of the checkers. So that's a major liability. So taking care of this one helps with your liability with the 6, right? The 6 moving forward, that helps. Also, it takes advantage of blue's liability, because blue will be forced to break the midpoint to hit, whether it's on this point or this point. So knowing that, you could play 6 to 5 and just gain an extra builder to do that. So that's kind of the exercise you want to do anytime you're looking at your plays. Think about everything, and is difficult because there's a lot going on. But think about your assets, think about your liabilities. What is your strategy? You're trying to race, you're trying to just bring everything home. You'd hope that this guy would get out of there so you can come home easier. So those are the kinds of things you want to think about. Okay, so let's continue. 16, yeah, this was fine. You didn't really have a good four, but you really want to bring it home. So that was the right idea. And then stepping up again was the right idea here. And then with the 5-2, uh, that's right. You just wanted to escape. You're ahead a lot in the race. With the 6-2, that was fine, but a little bit better looks like was to just bring this down with this play, bring two down. You do leave a shot here, but it does leave you a lot more flexibility. You avoid that stack here, and now you have plenty of numbers to make this point. So now you can make it naturally with the 4-1, 6-1, or 6-4. Whereas after this, you don't really have any numbers to make it naturally except for doubles.
I think that's one of the biggest
Yeah, and
mistakes that I
again,
made.
when you look at the initial position, it's the same thing. You just want to bring things home. So these are the checkers you want to bring home, and you want to bring them home safely and maximize the number of landing spots. So right now you have two landing spots. After either play, you'll still have two landing spots, but you have a better potential for making another landing spot with this. Even a 4-2 can make this. So that's what you want to think about. It does leave some shots, but it's okay because there's still two gaps here. There's a long way to go. The race is close, but when the race is close and your opponent has so many checkers back, their mobility becomes an issue because something's got to give for blue. If he's going to hit from here, then he's got to break something here or lose the goalkeeper. Otherwise, he's going to have to likely break the midpoint. Okay. And then this one, the 13-5 was good. And then the 13-10 was right again. And now this was great. The other option was to point on head. They were both very close, but I like this play that you did.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the 10-5 and then the 6-1 and where was it? A 4-2 here. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess
5-3.
it's a natural play to try to break this point.
Yeah.
However, since the race is relatively close, you may want to keep this as a blocking number, and that's why it's better to play the other one.
Right.
Yeah. If you had a bigger lead in the race, so we'll go here, paste it, and let's make some changes. Let's see, now you have a bigger lead in the race, right? So this is what you have to do. Make a variant. Now let's look. Now this is clear. Anything else is a blunder.
Right. Yeah, it was blocking the sixes.
Yeah. And what about like this? This is the kind of thing you want to do. Just move things around and see what happens, and that'll tell you why. So let's go through the rest of this game. That was good. Here it was actually, they were close. But what happens when you play these checkers deep is it decreases your bear off efficiency. The most efficient bear off is when you have the most checkers on the highest point. So if you can make a triangle where there are the most checkers on the highest point, then going down, like a right triangle, that's the most efficient bear off. Anytime you put too many checkers deep, it's inefficient. Now, the other thing is, if you look, you're up by 3 in the race. So after another 6, you'll be up by 9 out of a baseline of 79. That's pretty big. So you kind of just want to race. Additionally, you have 3 crossovers to get everything in. So blue has 2 crossovers to get here and an additional 3 more, so 5 crossovers. So you're winning in the race and the crossover count. You can get this 1 crossover, and although, yeah, you're worried about leaving a shot, it's only with 6-1. That's the only shot, and also the opponent's board is open. It's not a big deal, but these are kinds of things you want to think about. And then this was fine. And yeah, this is not a big deal to worry about right now. And everything else was pretty much straightforward for this game. Um, in the interest of time, we'll conclude this video. I will save this for you, and we can go through it separately in a different video. I'm happy to do that for you at a different time. And then this will be a nice example of a lesson. What
Right.
questions do you have for now?
I'd just say thank you very much. It was really nice of you. I'm so impressed with your channel, your analysis, your thoughtfulness, all the time and energy that you put into your book. I just got the book. It's a wonderful book,
Oh, great.
and I'm so excited to read it. And I really appreciate your thoughtful and clear analysis.
My pleasure. Thanks for getting the book. I hope you enjoy it. It is very technical, so it's really for people that like a lot of the math and the technical things. Although the last two chapters are very interesting in terms of the checker plays. But in terms of for now, I think some of those books that you talked about were good. I think Michi's book, in terms of the end game technique, that's a really good one. Basically, some of the things, let me see if I can, was that the last game we were looking at the end where you were bearing in or something? Okay, yeah. So like over here, basically some of these ones here.
Yeah,
Here, what you want to do is in this position, you're up by over 100 pips. You just want to clear from the rear. And here, 6-3-6-2. You have to look at what are the numbers that leave a shot for you next. After this, it's only 6-5. But after the play that you made, now 6-5 leaves a shot and double six leaves a shot. So there are more
yeah,
numbers and you don't get to safely clear. When you're bearing in against an anchor, whether it's a deep anchor or higher anchor, in this case, the deep anchor, all you want to do is clear. So what you want to concern yourself with is what's the best way to clear the highest point, because that's what you want to do. Now you know the highest point is 6 and the anchor is on the 1 point. So the problematic number is going to be a 5 because that's blocked from the 6 point. You cannot play a 5. So you want to make sure you have, say, 5s to play. Here you have one here. If you were to strip this point, now 6-5 would leave a double shot. So that's what you want to think about when you're bearing in. That book, Endgame Strategy, is really good, but his book on back checker strategy and opening concepts are also outstanding and a little less technical. The other ones that I would recommend are by Mark Olson, From Basics to Badass, or Pure Strategy. Those are really good. I think anyone at your level or other levels can learn a lot from those. That's what I would recommend going through. And then on subsequent lessons, what I would recommend doing is like going through and reading, whatever it is that you can read, and then going through some questions on, one of those topics and maybe going through positions like that.
and thank you for making the complicated a little less complicated,
My pleasure.
which I know is complicated. All right.
My
Thank you so much,
pleasure.
Alex.
Okay, it's my pleasure to help. We'll go ahead and conclude the video, and then I'll continue the rest of this with you, hopefully at another time soon. I'd like to thank the viewers for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. As we discussed, my book, Backgammon, Backgame Strategies, is now available on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description so you can get it. And I hope you enjoyed watching this lesson. If you're interested in getting a lesson yourself, please email me. My email address is in the link below. It is in the description below. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And until then, keep rolling your dice.